So, a couple of weeks ago I posted a video about loneliness, and it was kind of my take on how I feel when I feel lonely. But it didn't explain a whole lot about loneliness. So that is what I want to do now. I want to explain a bit more about what loneliness is and what it is to me and how I try to overcome it. So the first topic I want to talk about is being alone versus being lonely, because there's a great difference between these two, and the biggest one being that it's something you choose versus it's something you didn't choose. And we all need some time to ourselves sometimes, and it's sometimes nice to be by yourself, just get some headspace and just do what you want to do. And that's being alone, and that's something you choose, and that's great, and that's something I need sometimes. But when you don't need to be alone anymore and you want to be with someone and you don't have the opportunity to do that, that's where it becomes lonely. And that's where when you aren't in control of when you are being alone and when you're not being alone, and you can't differentiate between being by yourself and being with other people. That's the main difference between being alone and being lonely, and that's how I feel sometimes. And this is one of them. This is where I in the last couple of days have had great social experiences and been with friends and family, but then I need some time alone and I need some time by myself, and now it's enough. Now I need to see some people, and now I need to be with now I need to have some social interactions again. And that's not something I control. And that's when I start feeling lonely. It's about having friends, but not seeing them often enough when you're feeling lonely. So essentially not using your friends as friends when you need them. So, and the big thing and a big problem with this is often that my friends don't know when I'm lonely, and I don't show when I'm lonely, so it's not that obvious for other people to see if I am feeling lonely and I might need someone to socialize with. So therefore it's, for my friends, it's often hard, I would imagine, for them to know when I feel lonely. You can be lonely but still have friends, but not using them correctly because you aren't, because they aren't aware of how you're feeling, or you are not making them aware. So this is not me telling other people how they should use their friends, or this is more of me realizing that maybe I should use my friends in another way than I am using them right now. So what can I do and what can you do? I think the biggest takeaway from this video should be that there's always someone who is struggling with the same thing that you might be struggling with, and that always keeps me on my toes and always keeps me thinking about trying to stay positive about being lonely, because sometimes I'm most productive when I'm lonely and when I feel loneliness. But that doesn't mean that I like to be lonely, but it just means that don't see it as a bad thing to be lonely all the time. Try to embrace it as much as you can, and then I truly believe that at some point you won't even think about that you aren't lonely anymore, because you have embraced all the positive things about being lonely and having time to yourself, that all the negative things have gone away. Just know that there's other people who are struggling with the same thing that you might be struggling with, and that always makes me, it doesn't make me feel better, because I don't like when other people are struggling with different things, but it makes me feel that, once again, I'm not alone, and it makes me feel like I know that there's other who have the same issues that I might have, and that makes me a bit more calm about my situation. And when I see others who have overcome it, or who are on a great path to overcome it, so that gives me great motivation to try and overcome being lonely.